even though I have a degree in real estate and urban economics, I still needed to know that I was bringing something to the table for my clients that nobody else could. All right, I got to thank you for your candor and sharing with us your story, because I think this is the juice.
Yeah, I
This is where
agree.
people learn, right? It's not all cupcakes and
And
rainbows,
rainbows?
right? It's not. And we want to give really good information, share stories that will ultimately help people make good decisions.
Yeah.
I want to share one about myself, and this isn't patting myself on the back at all. It was just a conscious decision because I know that peace of mind to me is so damn important
Mm-hmm.
that I knew that in an industry that is cyclical, right? This industry has its ups and downs. It's like you could be making really good money at one point in time and then things could drop off, whether it's due
Yeah.
to the season, a pandemic, whatever, a black swan event, force majeure,
Uh-huh.
whatever it is, right?
And the
And
demands are still there.
and the demands are there.
Bills need to be
So
paid, kids need to go to school. Yeah.
right? It's
Mm-hmm.
all of those things in our lives that don't stop just because the revenue has.
Yeah.
So I made a conscious decision, my wife and I, when we first built our home, which people out there say, wow, Tim's got to live in a big home, big house out there. He's got no, I live in a small town. I live in a 2,000 square foot house that if you were to go in it, you'd be like, wow, this is really average.
Mm-hmm.
But what it allows me to do, we made this decision as a team, knowing that the real estate industry fluctuates and the income fluctuates, that we would base our lifestyle on the income of my wife, who is a school teacher, a speech pathologist. And at the time, she was only making around 40,000. So when we built this house, that was what we based it on.
That's
So
awesome.
we've lived this lifestyle that's extremely simple. I don't have the pressures that somebody
Uh-huh.
else would have, and that's why I think the group is the way it is. It's focused on being a fiduciary, knowing that if I
Right.
am leveraged, I'm more prone to try to get the deal done as opposed to advise the client.
Mm-hmm.
So it's allowed me to create these systems and these tools that not only, it's kind of selfish. The tools, the valuation techniques, everything else, if we're full disclosure here, were for me and to build up my self confidence because I wanted to know that I could add extreme value to our clients. And that didn't just come from here. Even though I have a degree in real estate and urban economics, I still needed to know that I was bringing something to the table for my clients that nobody else could.
Yeah.
And that's why we have everything that we have.
And you knew the value in it. And
Right.
it is a good contrast to my story because you're focused on the peace of mind and the quality of life.
Right.
And that literally is where it's the driver for me to
Simplify.
come up with a new strategy because that's exactly what I
Right.
want. That's truly in our lives what's important.
And we're going to get you there. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
simplify, right? Everything's
Right.
about, there's so much stuff going on in
Yes.
the world
Almost
that
so.
complicates everything.
Right.
We're going to simplify it. And that's what we do with our clients as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some don't want it simplified. They just want the flash and the glitz
Yeah.
and the glam. And that's cool
Right.
too.
And that's fine.
We'll help them get that.
Yeah.
But in my situation, I think in yours, we're kind of looking at it from a different lens.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
no.
And some of that glitz and glam can be appropriate
Yeah.
if their income supports
Oh, yeah.
that level of
Have
glitz and
at it.
glam. That's great.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. We can certainly support that. But
And we do.
exactly, yeah, lifestyle agent is my
Right.
thing. Exactly. You're right. We all do. But no, you're right. It's really focusing on, putting our clients and ourselves in the best position possible to enjoy the peace of mind, the quality of life, and not tax ourselves out on,
Yeah.
overextending in a house.
And in times like this, when we see a market that is changing, and the traditional forms of doing real estate are shifting a little bit,
Mhm.
and the agents are feeling stressed out.
Yeah.
There are answers. There are ways to do this and ways to get this done that may go completely against the whole approach of buying leads.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's creating the relationship as opposed to, or adding such value to the attorneys, to the CPAs, to certain groups of people that they have to come to you or want to come to you because they know that you're going to better their life,
Right.
as opposed to paying Zillow, Realtor.com,
Yeah.
OpCity, whatever it
Right.
is, which I'm not saying is wrong.
No.
I'm saying there's a cost that comes with it.
Exactly. And we strategize so that even if that relationship is giving, we're seeing that return in more of a long term
It is a
than
long-term
a
play.
short term
Yeah.
approach, then that's still fine too, because we're building those relationships and it is still focused on all of the core values.
But it's
of-
funny because I always talk about the all-weather approach. And the all-weather approach is not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the residential side, we've got the
Mhm.
commercial side, and then we have the auction side.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've done is we've diversified all-weather approach,
Right.
where we not only us as a company, but we work with other agents and help them diversify their incomes as well.
Yeah.
Another conversation for another day.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. There's so many conversations we could spin off of this
I
too.
really appreciate your time and your being candid. I think it means more right now than it ever has. So
Yeah.
the more we can dig into you and what's happening with you, state of mind, how
Watch
you're
out,
getting
I'm
through
open
this.
book once I start
I love
going.
it. I love it because it is
I'm a
real.
share.
It is real.
Yeah.
It is raw, and it is uncut. Holy smokes! I just rolled back to times of an earlier day.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you.